If you clicked on this video, probably you are struggling with focus. You are thinking over and over how to focus more and how to get better focus. And in fact, there is too much noise about this topic, which is how to actually focus. And after I have done many research about how to truly focus, I found that there is some things that are shared on the internet and there are things that are not shared on the internet and they are so valuable. And on this video, I will help you to find your best way to focus because there is no best way to focus except one, which is yours. And if you don't know me, hey, I'm RJ, I'm creator. This is what I do all day long. I create solution for people's problem. All right, on the first step, why we can focus. Because focusing is not just in our control. There is some main factors that are outside of our control. If you're gonna talk about the internal factor, which are distractions. Most people work in a destructive workspace, so they can't focus better. So the first problem is to define the distractions. And I know that you have heard that your phone is number one source of distraction. But in fact, there is too many other distractions that we ignore beside the phone, not just the phone. I have discovered this after trying to focus in different workspaces. The phone problem has a solution, which is putting your phone on airplane mode or putting your phone away from you. But what about the million other distractions? Your computer itself is distraction. It's a destructive workspace that is keeping you away from getting things done. If you are a creator or entrepreneur, you must work with a PC or a laptop. There is other distractions, like the tiny gadget that are unnecessary in your desk. And it's a big problem. I was facing this problem too often, which is the tiny gadgets are keeping me away from focusing. One other major role that are keeping us away from focusing, which is the overthinking. You see that it's not just about the physical world that are keeping us away from focusing, but in fact, the mental world have a big major role on getting us into the focus state. Which brings us to the second point, which is how to truly focus. How to focus, in fact. And here is the things that I wanted to share, which is are we are different. If you try the technique and it didn't work for you, doesn't mean that you are a weak person. In fact, it could be the problem in the technique. If you are not adaptable with some techniques, doesn't mean that you are weak or are not unproductive. All we are different, especially the gender, which is a big difference between men's and women's. Because we don't have the same hormones, we don't have the same genetics, all of this stuff play a major role on getting things done and focus. And when it comes to truly how to focus, you need on the first step define the small tiny problem that are distracting you. And this is why I have created a free Notion template about the focus tracker. This focus tracker will help you to build a system that this system will help you to focus better. But on the first step, you can't know how to focus, where to focus, and how to focus if you are not knowing where you are investing your time and energy. And basically, this template will help you to make some input of your things that you are doing every day. Every task that you are pursuing, you must log in and make it as an input in the tracker. After having enough data for the longest time period, you're gonna recognize where you are investing and wasting time and energy on the things that are distracting you. And I need to warn you that you need to put every detail of your day. You can do that in a piece of paper, but it's best if you want to make it in digitally. That's why I've created this Notion template. It's completely for free. You're gonna find the link in the description. I'm gonna show you more in the video. All right, so we are right now in the focus tracker that I've created in Notion. And fundamentally, it's so easy. It's not that complicated. So you have some information here. In this Notion template, I want you to fill day and chunk time, the longest period possible to know exactly where your time is invested or wasted. Make sure you put every detail about your day. And I will create an example right now. So there is a note which is every day duplicate the table to make sure that you are tracking day by day. There is here some assets that I've created for you, like good, bad, normal. This is for situation. We're gonna talk about it. Some repetitive activities like waking up, social media, sleeping, going to the work, going to work, working, break time, reading, and writing. Let's take an example. Okay, each day you will have to duplicate the table. It's not overcomplicated. Let's get started. Let's say, for example, there is waking up. Okay, first thing you need to fill the date, which is day 12/5, 2025. Activities. You're gonna supply activities like waking up, let's say breakfast, 8:30. Okay, sorry, 8:30 a.m. Okay, what does it mean breakfast to you? Is something good, bad, or normal? You're gonna have to copy this. It's a good thing, and you will come here. Okay, so I copy this. All right. After that, let's say social media. You have wasted, let's say it's 9:50 a.m., which means 45 minutes of distraction, and this is fundamentally a bad thing. So it means it's bad. After that, let's say going to the gym. Okay, when it comes to going to the gym, there is two parts, which means the going part, which is leaving the home and then going to the gym location. You can say parentheses going, or you can leave it like that. Going to the gym location, or you can say driving. Okay, location, or even you can say driving to the gym location, and then here, let's say it's 10 a.m. right now. This is neither bad or good. This is a normal activity. You can say that it's bad unless it takes a lot of time. Let's say going to the gym alone, it takes 2 hours. That's basically a bad thing. After that, training, which is exercising. Let's say 11:30. Yeah, 11:30 a.m. It's good. Okay, you can copy them from here, and you're gonna keep doing the same until you're gonna finish the whole table. If the day is so long, you can add it from here. Okay, you will add some cases from here. You will find this template for free. Links on description. Okay, and every day, as I said, you need to duplicate for the longest time period that you think that you need some there. Okay, and here's how to duplicate. You need to do it like that and hover, and then three dots, and there is a duplicate option. Okay. Mm-hmm. Maybe something happened. Okay, no, this was so long. All right, so back to the video, which will bring out the third main point, which is the solution, which is creating your focus workspace. And on this workspace, you need systems. First system that you need is to remove distraction. And basically, you need four apps, whether it's for your computer or on your mobile. These apps are the blocker apps. You need to block every social media app. That's the first thing. You need to put a specific time that you need to get things done on it. I'll give you an example. If you're working as a social media manager and your main platform is Instagram, you need to put a focus time of 1 hour inside of the platform. If you have completed the main thing in the platform, next time put 45 minutes as a working session. Because in fact, working inside the social media is a distraction itself. It's not easy. This is why big social media companies spend a lot of time, effort, and money to keep people hooked inside of platform. If social media is not a part of your daily job, that's great. So you need to block all of that, whether it's on computer or on your phone. The second app that you need is blocking the other website, the destructive website. The third thing that you need to do is removing all notification. Notification itself is a micro distraction. It distracts you for 10 seconds. At 10 seconds will be double. And the fourth app is blocking every game on your computer or your phone, which brings us to the last thing on your workspace, which is task prioritization. Most people don't know how to prioritize tasks to focus on it. In fact, if you are focusing on the wrong task, you are procrastinating and you are wasting time. You need to find the major tasks that move the needles forward and focus on them with daily basis. This is where truly you need to put and invest your focus. Which brings us to the last major point and the hard truth that you need to know about them, which is all we are different. No matter what, there is no best way. There is your way to focus. There are some people who can focus better at night rather than the morning. There's some people who focus better on the afternoon rather than the morning. There's no problem. There's some people who just focus on 1 hour. There's some people who just focus for 4 hours. There's some people for 10 hours. There is no weaknesses or strength here. If you tried many techniques and it didn't work, doesn't mean that you are weak or you are unproductive. In fact, there is some outside of control stuff that are controlling our focus. It's true, you can sleep better and you can eat healthier and you can put the best workspace, but at the end, your brain sometimes couldn't focus more than 1 hour or 2 hours. This is not a problem. You don't need to make things hard on you. You need to improve. And to improve, you need to keep trying until you're gonna find the best way to focus. That's why some people call the focus as a muscle. You can train it. You can keep training focus until you're gonna focus better and more. But on first step, you need to find what is the best way for you to focus with. This is why the tracker will help you to do the job. You need to use the tracker for the longest period of time. It could be 15 days or a month. I think a month is better. After that, you need to analyze where are the distractions coming from where. What is the best time for you to get things done? What is the best time that you have peak performance? And there's some people that would say that, hey, I work a 9 to 5, I'm not all day long in my home. I get it. This is not easy to find it. But in fact, if you're gonna train enough, you're gonna find the best way to focus on it. One other major aspect is the rest. Most people think that focusing for 4 hours straight is kind of strength, where in fact you need to rest. You are human, not a robot. And most people think that the people are focusing for 12, 16 and hours as superheroes. You don't need to be like that. You need to take short breaks. You need to take long breaks. You need to take a nap sometimes. You need to work. You need to do the things that energize you in order to keep investing the time and energy and pursuing tasks. Most people get themselves burned out without feeling because they think that the more they focus and they get things done, the more they are productive. And this is one of the biggest problems these days, which is the illusion of busyness. People think that when they are busy, they are productive. And in fact, being busy is a thing and being productive is another thing. Doesn't matter. So in order to find your focus, you need first to use the tracker. Secondly, you need to build your workspace. And by the way, you don't need all the fancy stuff that you are seeing on the internet or the expensive stuff. You need just a simple workspace that helps you to get things done and move the needle. After that, expensive stuff will come. The third thing that you need is finding your peak performance style. This is so important. And the fourth thing, you need to keep improving. Doesn't matter how much long it takes, but you can improve your focus abilities. I have done this. I was focusing for just 1 hour to 2 hours on the first app. I'm right now focusing for 8. And if you want a video about my daily routine and how I focus for a long period of time, just let me know in the comment. So it will be not just this part of video, it will be a series of video about the focus and productivity. So until then, keep focusing and make yourself great again.